On every adventure, you never know what to expect. When it comes to the terrain itself, you have to be very unassuming. Quite often you'll reach an obstacle that you might just have to question.
I don't know if I can make that or not.
There are also the times where you stumble upon a diamond in the rough.
Wow, this is excellent.
And when you're exploring that place where you just feel you wouldn't want to be anywhere else, that, my friends, is priceless.
Welcome back, adventure seekers. This is Bucket Life Off-Road and I'm AJ. I got quite a long journey planned for today. Doing about 300 miles in total. 100 of that is going to be off-road. But we do have a lot of sights to check out today, and I did plan for a long one, and I'm just super glad you guys are coming along with me for the adventure. Well, we just turned on the signal road. I pulled into this little outcropping here to get aired down, and we're gonna get this adventure underway. Let's go do this. Let's see what we can get into today.
Now we're starting this adventure today on Signal Road, which is just off of US 93 near Wickiup, Arizona.
So far, what I can tell you about Signal Road is that it's a very well maintained road at the very beginning. I'm sure that will change the deeper we progress in, but I can also tell you that there are some very cool looking rock formations, so it's a nice ride in so far. We just turned off the main road, and this will take us over to the Signal Ghost Town, and we're going to check that out. I know I saw a few structures on the satellite imagery on Onyx. I don't know if they're part of the ghost town. I'm assuming that they are. So let's get over there and see what the Signal Ghost Town has to offer. Okay, well, our first stop, I don't know what this is. Some sort of circular concrete tank of some sort, but it's here. Had to be some sort of water tank. That's what I'm guessing anyway. But it looked very interesting on the satellite imagery on Onyx, so I figured I'd check it out, see what it was. Not too exciting, but it is what it is. Before we move on though, the good thing is that you do get some really great views of the valley below. I believe that's the Santa Maria River right there. If it's not, I apologize and I'll correct it. Definitely a beautiful view though. Yes, I was wrong. It is the Big Sandy River. And that's one of the beauties of Onyx, is that you can see river names, little areas that Onyx has posted on there. And without Onyx, I wouldn't have even seen this little circular object. So it's just another way you can use Onyx as a tool and help out in your adventures. So I haven't left yet. That's the circular object. I'm guessing that's a water holding tank for what might be a milling machine, a stamp mill. Because you see these remnants here. And that's what I'm guessing that it is. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me in the comments. So I wanted to get another view of this supposed stamp mill from the bottom. There is another small trail leading up to it, so we're going to come over here and check it out from the bottom portion here. And there she sits, what's left of it. It isn't much. We gotta head down that way, and we're gonna go check out some remnants down there as well. Okay, well here's some more. Now I can't tell if this was the stamp mill or if it was on the other side, but this is obviously a much bigger structure and it's all concrete. See, my knowledge on mining mills isn't that great, but I still like to check them out anyway. Not a whole lot to look at, but you can tell this was an old mining operation, the signal mine operation, obviously. That's why there's a ghost town here. Very nice open camping spot if you so choose. Got plenty of shade under the trees, and it's pretty nice back here. A little dusty, but I would still camp back here because it's a nice spot. And you can see here, town of Signal, established 1877, population 0. Get some cow skulls there, but I'm going to leave them there because, you know, I'm not a thief, even though I'd like to have one. And right here over here is a ranch entitled the 2-Bit Ranch. There are some cattle in there. All right, so let's head up the road and move on. Well, there wasn't a whole lot to see in the Signal Ghost Town. The structures I saw on Onyx previously are part of the ranch. Can't go in there and check those things out, unfortunately. Right now we're crossing what is called the Rawhide Wash. Pretty nice little area. There are a lot of wrong turns you can make out here, and without Onyx Off-Road, I would have made a lot of them. It's a great tool, and I'm glad I have it at my disposal. If you want to try Onyx Off-Road, there's a link down in the description. Please use that referral link, and I hope you enjoy it. I know I do. So we hopped off a Signal Ghost Town trail. We hopped onto a trail entitled Gold Bug Mine. This is going to take us over to an area called Maggie Slot Canyon, which I'm really excited to see. It looks amazing.
Now this point you're looking at right here was so far the toughest part of the trail. It's an ascent that goes all the way to the top, and let me tell you, the whole entire thing was washed out. It wasn't entirely difficult, but you could get pretty tippy in a lot of different areas. I'm going to show you the climb all the way to the top, so if you head out there, you get a good idea of what this section of the trail is like.
So this climb here is definitely the most moderate section I've come across so far. It's pretty washed out, and you can get off camber in a few different sections. But you stick yourself in 4-low, turn on your rear locker, and you can just go right up it. Just make sure you pick the right line. But it's definitely a fun one thus far.
This small washout you see here is the last one you have to deal with on this climb to the top. As I said earlier, the ascent up wasn't too difficult, but there are some very deep washouts going up, so just be careful.
Well, you can see so far we've gained some pretty significant elevation. Way off in the distance, where you see all those trees down there, that's the big sandy river where we were previously. So I think I might have gotten as high as we're gonna go on this part of the trail. There's some remnants of something up here, some sort of structure. I don't know what it was, maybe a water pump house or something. Fun little trail and fun little section so far. There's some more wood up over here. You can see all that is tailings right there, so you know they were mining up here at some point. That looks like a old mine shaft. And there it is. I don't know how deep that goes. I'm not going to go down there and climb in it. It's too steep. But yeah, it's an old mine shaft right there. This is probably, I was going to say, the Gold Bug mine. That would be my guess. I'm sure it goes pretty deep. But I'm not going in there. There are some real fun sections of this portion of the trail. A lot of sections that will test and flex out your suspension, so it makes it a whole lot of fun getting through. A lot of palo verde sticking out in the trail, so watch for those, of course. Get those damn palo verde pinstripes that I love so much. Okay, now, here we've arrived at a T section. That way right there will take you out to Rock House Cabin and the Aubrey Peak Wilderness area. We're gonna go this way. Now the section we just turned on to, this is the back way to Alamo Lake section. If you know where I'm at, we are on the west side of Alamo Lake. And this way heads east towards Alamo Lake, but we're not going to go to Alamo Lake, obviously. Just giving you a little bit of sense of direction of where I'm at. I'm starting to get some views of Alamo Lake off in the distance. Now in my Alamo Lake video, we were on the other side of the lake, obviously. So it's been a pretty good trick getting out here so far. Not too bad though, it's only noontime. I did leave pretty early this morning. Finally, I didn't lollygag around, and I left well before sunrise, so I knew it was going to be quite a long one today. All right, so I came to, I guess you'd call it a barricade in the road. I was on private property, but I looked on the other side of the barricade, and there was only a sign that says private property. So I just kind of went around it. And now I'm not on private property anymore, but I'm not going to go back the other way because, you know, if they don't want people traveling out here on their private property, I mean, it is part of the trail, but, you know, if it's private, they can shut it down if they want. That's their right. So I am going to go the long way out. It was just a couple, like, burn barrels with a board across it and some rocks on top. That was it. I just went around it in, like, a little deserty section of trail and continued on. It was very easy to get around, though. I mean, a car could have gotten around it. It was just kind of weird. We're continuing on towards Maggie Slot Canyon. We are almost there. All right, we are now on Maggie Slot Canyon. It's very washboardy and sandy. Beautiful so far, though. I ran into an older group of people on a side-by-side. They're going to be heading this way, too. Oh, you can tell I can't even talk. I'm all like, boo.
The entrance to the tightest portion of Maggie Slot Canyon is grand indeed. The proximity and the contours of the undulating walls of the canyon offer a unique experience. I'm sure you probably already guessed, but Maggie Slot Canyon was one of the highlights of my day. I did notice that there are a few short side adventures that you can do by foot and explore that way. I was already pressed for time, so I chose to take that adventure another day.
How y'all doing?
Going?
Good, good. How far does this go?
Like another 2? No.
I don't think
Mile and a half?
I don't think it's more.
Okay.
It's not all that far.
Right on. It gets tighter than that, though, right? Or is that the tightest part? No?
I don't think. It's been years since it's been up in here. So.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. Well, you guys all have a great day today. Be safe out there.
We will see this nice group of people again very shortly.
Very tight.
Buddy back there, he just bought a drone, but he hasn't taken it out and tried it yet.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I use it in all my videos.
Okay.
It's awesome. I love it.
Sucking Life Off-Road, is that your YouTube?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll have to look for that.
I appreciate
Can I
you.
take a picture of your hat?
Oh, absolutely.
Otherwise I'll forget.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
My memory's only so good anymore. There we go. Thank you.
Perfect. Hey, you guys are very welcome. Very nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Take care, guys.
Well, I told you we'd encounter them folks again. Just a super nice, down-to-earth group of people. Great meeting you guys.
I will have to say that this is the coolest slot canyon I've been in thus far. I even like it better than both box canyons in Florence and Wickenburg. Looks like we're through the slots, the Maggie Slot Canyon. If you haven't been out here, come on out. I highly recommend it. It's amazing.
Now at this point, our next destination is McGuffy Cabin. I didn't do much research on it at all before I got there. I just knew it was there and I wanted to check it out because I love old structures.
Judging by Onyx, I'll say 2-3 miles. So let's go check that out, explore the cabin, and then we're gonna decide which way we're gonna go from there. Whoops, took a little wrong turn in the wash. Even with Onyx, you can go the wrong way. If you're not paying attention, you're just kind of flying through the wash. But the good thing is, if you have Onyx, you can see that and turn around. Back on track. Thank you, Onyx Off-Road. Hey, you can't park there. That looks like an old Honda. 2.4 liter, 16 valve, dual overhead cam. Seen better days. How the heck did they get that car all the way the hell out here?
This little rocky descent is just before a hairpin turn to reach McGuffy Cabin. It's not difficult at all, but just take it slow and you'll be all right. For all of you experienced off-roaders out there, obviously, this is nothing.
Here she sits. This is a pretty cool little spot. Obviously you can camp out here if you want. I'm gonna have to get the backstory to this. It's got an ADT security sign on it. That's hilarious. So I'm gonna put a nice new American flag though. It's pretty new. Wow, this is excellent. Got a whole TV in here. Boy, this is great. I read this book when I was a kid. Wow, I never thought I'd see that again. This place is amazing. I wish I had a pen on me so I could sign the book. This is a wonderful, wonderful place. So cool. What I love is that people come here and they respect the place. People leave stuff, they don't trash it. This is just incredible. One of my favorite cabins I've been to so far. Leave business cards there, stickers. I need to get me some stickers, by the way, so I can leave them in places like this. This is amazing. So this is a pretty neat story. Welcome to Venice, known as Venus, McGuffy's cabin. Venice was born in Nebraska on August 2nd, 1890 as Venice LeBee and came to this area in the early 1930s. She bought the mine in the late 1930s, renaming it the Sally Ann McGuffy Mine, but didn't build the house until 1944 for a cost of $1,000. The mine had 7 claims producing gold, silver, copper, lead, and silica. Although she was married 4 times, she solely owned and operated the mine and built this cabin and the dam behind it. During some of the years she owned the mine, she also owned and operated the Congress Cafe, now in Nichols West, and was notably a great cook. To say the least, she was quite a colorful and entertaining person. Stopping by a wayside on her way to and from the mine, Venice died in October 1983 in Wickenburg at the age of 93. Several people have lived here since Venice moved out, but it largely remains the way it was when she was here, minus the outhouse, which was torn down years ago by a motorcycle group that had intended to rebuild it, but never did. Please enjoy your stay here and leave it as you found it for everyone else to enjoy. Rest in peace, Venice. Looks like a lovely lady. It's amazing. I love stories like that. I almost get a little choked up thinking about it. Imagine her walking around here cooking dinner, being all jolly and happy. It's amazing. Let's go have some lunch, guys. I am hungry. And then we're going to find our way out of here. What a beautiful place. The McGuffy cabin. If these walls could talk. Well, I bet she loved living way out here. Nice and quiet. Well, it's definitely lunchtime. I'm hungry. This is a great adventure today. Got to see a lot. And the trails have all been absolutely fun and great. And McGuffy Cabin is actually one of my favorite parts of the adventure today. That and the Slot Canyon, of course, but this is outstanding. I love places like this. Places that people come to and explore and respect and leave things. I'm gonna try to find something that I can leave. I don't know if I have anything though. I have some Advil. You think I should leave some Advil? All right, lunch is done. Let's see if we can find our way out of here. I'm gonna head over to more of McGuffy Cabin Trail. I'm gonna head out to the Swansea Townsite Trail. The Swansea, I think it's called. And then I think I can get to US 60 from there. I already told you, you can't park there, dude. Move it or it's gonna get towed. You know what's really funny right now? I hit the home button on my Google Maps just to see, for shits and giggles, what it would say. And it seems to be taking me out the same way I'm going. Is Google getting in off-road? How does it even know these little trails are here? It's amazing. Google Maps is saying I'll be home at 5:44 p.m. Let's just see how accurate that is. It's 2:36 right now, so that's 3 hours and 8 minutes. I'm very curious if Google Maps is right. I'll be thoroughly impressed if I get home around 5:45. Well, now Google just rerouted because it wanted to take me off up towards where we were earlier today, but we're going a different way out. So now it says 5:57 p.m. at my home arrival time. So we'll see how many times this keeps changing. I'm sure it's going to be more than once. I think they did some work on this road because it looks like there's a brand new gas pipeline running through here. That's probably why this road is in such good condition and allows me to go fairly fast. You can see the pipeline bridge. It's pretty neat. I've seen one of these before. Really hope I can get through here, because this is the way we have to go. Oh, shit me. More scratches. That sucked. We're back in the open now. I am just having to plow through this shit. I mean, there is no way about it. We'll get out of this soon. That was bullshit. There's probably gonna be more. Oh no. Let's see. I'll get a water crossing. That's not so bad. I don't know if I can make that or not. Well, we kind of have to go this way, but I want to make sure I'm not about to get stuck in a river. So I am going to take off my shoes and walk it a little bit and see if I can get across. Let's see. Might get a little wet. I think we'll be all right. I think we might be all right. Sand doesn't seem too bad. It's a little squishy, but it's not bad. So we're gonna do it. We have to do it. All right, here we go. And we're through, thank God. That wasn't so bad. What was I afraid of? Boy, am I glad we got across that river. When in doubt, walk it. I mean, that's your best option. You know, you don't want to end up stuck. You don't want to get into something that's too deep and be like, oh no, I'm stuck in the middle of the river. What do I do now? I tell you, it is as remote can get out here. And there are roads going every which way. If I didn't have Onyx, I'd be out of here for days. I would never get out of here. You get lost so easily out here. Absolute days. And I would run out of fuel. And I probably wouldn't see anybody for a very long time. Thank God I have a mapping tool that'll save me. And if you don't think it's remote, just look. There's nothing out here. Nothing. Nothing but mountains off in the distance, desert everywhere. What a blast. So it's going on to 4 o'clock now. Well, it is 4 o'clock. I know for a fact I'm not going to make it home until dark. Oh, and you want a Google Maps update? It's still telling me to turn around and go back the other way. It says 4 hours and 37 minutes till I get home. Nothing as far as the eye can see. Google finally updated itself. It put me on the route I'm on now. 2 hours and 6 minutes to home. I was wondering when that was going to happen. It had to happen eventually. Jesus, it would have worried me if it didn't, right? Well, this looks like the gas plant for that pipeline. El Paso Natural Gas Company. Just out in the middle of bumfrick nowhere. Okay, so Google's telling me to turn left here on 86th Street, which takes us out to Alamo Road, from what it looks like. Let me look at Onyx here really quick. Yep, brings us right down to Alamo Road. So we're gonna end up where we were at the beginning of my Alamo Lake video. So I was gonna go further out Swansea town site, but no need. We'll save a bunch of time going this way apparently. Sounds good to me. Let's do it. That's where we came from. There's pavement. Never thought I'd be so happy to see pavement. You know, I'm usually not. Oh, what an adventure today, guys. It was definitely a long one. I'm so glad I left early this morning. And my assumption was correct on how many off-road miles I was going to do today. Let me check Onyx really fast. Well, I did 85.1 miles on dirt. And I got 109 miles to my house from here. 1 hour and 50 minutes. I'll be home at 6:31. Not too bad. Glad I didn't sleep in and leave at 9 like I wanted to. Thank you so much for coming on this epic freaking adventure with me. I always love that you guys watch the videos, and I really hope you enjoy them as much as I love making them. So once again, thank you for joining me on Bucking Life. Catch you on the next one, guys.